computer. Okay. All right, guys, welcome to the first call. First call in February, right? Yes, February 7th. Welcome to the call. I'm really excited about tonight because, number one, I am not an organized person. I'm not a systems person, and everything about this topic is potentially going to change the way you do your business. It may or may not. You all may have your own little system or whatever you got going on, but this is actually something that can really, really, really organize everything that you do. Amanda, you have that notebook you posted. I was like, OMG, like, beautiful. So I actually have a new one too. And I'm not organized with it yet, but I love that you created your own system. That's so good. So kind of inspired by that. Before we get on to the topic, obviously we are in the Team Cup. We're in 7 days, and it is a short month, so we have 28 days. So we're actually about 3 weeks left, but we still have the All Access Challenge Pack, which is 3 points. And some of you already hit your goals. Keep pushing. We have 3 weeks left. But honestly, helping 2 people this month will get you to Success Club. So super cool. And there's some really cool prizes. So if you're on a cup team, push to max out as many points as you possibly can. That's the whole point of the Team Cup, is just to take yourself outside your comfort zone and just to like blow your business up by helping people, right? The new coach training started yesterday, and this is not the self-paced one we've had for the past year. This one's actually one that's going to have day-by-day activities that Jen and I got together and kind of worked on together, and I think it's going to be really, really good for new coaches to get started out, because they're going to actually have daily activities with other coaches, so they're held more accountable than just throwing them into a group and hoping they get the training done. It's going to be more supportive. So make sure if you do add a new coach to the training, tag them every day so that they know that, you know, you're there to make sure they get the assignment done and that sort of thing. So if you are adding your coaches into the group, if you could tag them just so that they know what to do every day. And also, I posted that script that I've been using for basically inviting to challenge groups recently, and I think some of you have been using it too. It's a non-direct way to invite people to join your challenge group by simply asking them to refer people to you. So if you want to look at that, that's in the Posh group. It's been working pretty well. If anything, it's opening up conversations with people saying, sure, you know, I would send some people your way, or they're actually saying, well, I actually would like to do that. So it's been great. So if you guys want to use that, feel free. Okay. So every Tuesday, I'm on a mastermind call with a group of other coaches that my mentor, Craig Collier, kind of mentors or whatever. And if you guys know Laura Mendenhall, she's actually a Georgia coach here. She is it in the file section? No, it's actually just a post. I'll tag you guys, or tag you on it whenever I got a message privately. Sorry, y'all didn't see that. But yeah, I'll tag you on that script. But say Laura Mendenhall has created a system which is called a funnel system. And it's really, really actually brilliant. A lot of coaches on other coaches' teams are actually implementing it to their team, because it's a way to organize your contacts and organize when you add new people to your contact list. I know for me, a lot of times I just add them and hope they start following my posts, and eventually maybe have a conversation with them and hope that it goes somewhere. But she's created a funnel system that is really awesome. I'm going to first show you guys a screenshot of what she does, and then I'm going to share a short video of her explaining it, and it might rock your world. All right, so share screen, like all my screenshots. Okay, let's see. This is where I get a little frazzled because I can't maneuver my way around here. I should have had this one ready. Sorry. Okay, so instead we're just gonna watch our video because it actually shows everything, and then I can post the actual screenshot of what she does. Okay, so again, Laura Mendenhall. I think she's 7-star.
Okay, hey guys.
Can you guys see this? I can't even see you guys.
But the reason why I have myself on the video right here, hey, and then my screen sharing right here is because I, quite frankly, I'm just trying to be efficient and I don't have time to create this giant PowerPoint with graphics because it's literally me just trying to educate you on my system and my funnel and the CRM that I use. Now, I've made a video about this before, but unfortunately the webinar got deleted somehow, so this is me trying to share this with the world or anybody who wants to know kind of how I do things regarding my funnel system with inviting. Now, I know that sounds super like tedious, and if your personality is somebody who's like funnel spreadsheets, I don't know what this is about, it freaks me out, just hear me out, because you can take this and twist it and put icing on the cake however you want, but it's the skeleton that's going to build your Beachbody business, right? It's the skeleton, it's like the foundation that you need to learn, and then you can take it and make it your own. You can put your own personality into it. I encourage you to, but at the end of the day, what I'm trying to do here is just educate you on the basics. And this is what I share with my coaches, and I share with them, hey, it takes 21 days to start a habit, so how about this? You stick to this funnel for 21 days until it becomes like the back of your hand. You get in a rhythm. You get in a groove, and you realize, okay, so this is what it's like to be a coach. I do my 4 vital behaviors, and that one that everyone always avoids, the big invite behavior. This is how you do it naturally. This is how you do it with a good flow. And this is how you do it without feeling icky. And this is how you do it with building connections first, right? Okay, so there's 7 steps to the funnel that I have created, and I'll go ahead and throw it out there that this was not necessarily my brainchild. It was like everything that my uplines or my coaches or my mentors have ever taught me, and things that I watched other successful coaches do, and I kind of just bottled it up and put it in one place, right? So like people told me, oh, to expand your market, you need to like and other people, and you need to get people to like your stuff, and then add them to the list, and then you need to connect with them, and then you need to post something that's valuable to them, and then you need to somehow connect and follow up them, move in the private message them, chat with them a little bit, and then once you guys chat, then you should invite them to something that you're doing, whether it's a free group or challenge group or coaching, and then after that you have to follow up, and then you have to follow up again. And I was like, okay, cool. I hear you say that, but because I am a human and I am a mom and I work from home and I have 2 toddlers, I needed something that managed me instead of having my emotions manage my business. What does that mean? Sorry, I thought somebody was at the door and they're not. What does that mean? It means that because I'm human and because life gets busy and because sometimes I feel really frazzled, I don't really know up from down, I don't know left from right, I don't know who else to talk to, I can't keep up with my list because I have sticky notes all over the place, and so-and-so is supposed to buy, so I'm focused on that, and I'm frustrated because they haven't yet, but in the meantime, I'm forgetting to follow up with this person who might go ahead and pull the trigger today, but I'm too occupied with like juggling all this in my brain. I got no time for that. I have to run an online health and fitness business while raising my family, while managing my home, and it's crazy. So to me, this simplifies my job. To me, this simplifies my role as a coach, and it puts the priority in building connections and relationships with people, and it allows me just to follow this system. And it just kind of tells me what to do every single day. So no longer am I like rummaging around trying to figure out, oh, what do I do with my power hour? Okay, I'm supposed to add people. Okay, I'm supposed to invite people. Oh, I don't know how to invite. Oh, I have to invite the coaching, and this is going to be weird. Do I cold invite to people? I'm done. I don't like feeling confused. I don't like feeling foggy. So this is my solution on the funnel system. So you can see here that you start out very simple. Okay, and so I print these out, like it's literally, I do this, and so you don't only have to do it on pen and paper, whatever your jam is. I do it on a CRM, but you write somebody's name right here. So I encourage my coaches and myself, whoever, to do at least 5 new contacts a day, and that's how you build your list. And so if you add 5 people a day to step number 1, which is simple. So a brand new coach, they can do this. You like and comment on 5 different people's posts, and you write their name down. So that means on day 1, you added 5 people to your list. On day 2, you need to go ahead and add 5 more people to that list by liking and commenting. So by that point, on day 2, somebody has 10 contacts that they're connecting with. By day 3, they add 5 more, and they have 15 people that they've connected with. But by day 3, the next step is in queue, because every 2 days, somebody is responsible for moving forward, for example. Okay, so like and comment on a few posts. 2 days from then, which would be day 3, you're going to move these people to step number 2. So step number 2 would be liking and commenting again on their current post, engage with them, and then sending them a message. Hey girl, I saw that post you made, that was funny. Or hey, is everything okay? I saw that you were upset. Or how's your job going? Let's catch up, long time no talk. Whatever, hey girl, you want to write, like, but just be genuine, be interested, and connect with them based on what they're talking about or what you guys have in common. And that's like just nice. That's just you being a nice person. Don't be afraid to be nice. Don't be afraid to say hi. Just say hi. And then so on and so forth. So every 2 days, you have to move these people through your funnel. So what does that look like? All right, so I have a really elementary, drawing right here. You're impressed. I know you're impressed. So step 1, connecting, liking, and commenting. Step 2, you're going to funnel people down. You're going to message them. Step 3, you're going to get to know them. Form, you guys know that nice acronym, family, occupation, recreation, and message. Just throw that out there if that feels too formal. Just be nice, get to know them, connect with them, see how you guys can catch up. All right. Step 4, you're continuing to do that, but you're moving somebody down your pipeline every 2 days. So it keeps you accountable in a sense that by day 1, you're liking and commenting on somebody new. Okay, cool. How do you get that person to this step? How do you get step number 1 to step number 7? This is the answer. You basically follow them down the pipeline every 2 days. So by day 5, or not day 5, but by step 5, which is about 10 days in, that's the invite. Dun, dun, dun. And that's where everyone kind of freezes up and they're like, well, how do I say it? What do I say? By that point, you should have already had a conversation with the person. You should have already liked and commented on like 10 days worth of their posts. You should have something to be able to say. Hey, this might be totally random, but because we've been talking, I really think that you would have a great time participating in my next challenge group. It's an online fitness group. Would you be interested? That's an invite, or something like this. So I am hosting this free webinar next week all about my nutrition secrets. I know it's at night, 30 minutes, but could you by chance join? I think you would really enjoy it. It's free and it's helpful for my coaches and my team just to learn a little bit more about how to eat right. Would you want to come? That's an invitation to something free, or an invitation to join your team. If somebody has not previously been in a challenge group, or if they are in a challenge group, you could say something like, hey, I have adored watching you build your, reputation, your company, or I've adored the fact that you have such a passion for helping others. I see how hard you're working to provide for your kiddos, especially with all the sports that they're in right now. Have you ever considered doing what I do as a coach? I lead monthly challenge groups and I earn an income from helping people get healthy and fit. Would you want to learn more? That is a coach invite. But step number 5, regardless of how you're feeling in your head and your heart, you are responsible for sending some type of invitation to that person by step number 5, which you can see here is 2 days, 2 days, 2 days, 2 days, 2 days. That's about 10 days in. That's about 10 days in to having them be a brand new contact. You're going to invite them to something. It's not scary. You just have to keep doing it. You have to practice. Practice makes perfect. So don't overthink it. Don't complicate it. Have some cookie cutter elevator pitch invites. You're like, okay, this is for that person. This is for that person. I connect with this person. This is what I would say. Be a normal human being. You're not a robot, so connect them. Okay? And then the ball is in their court. And that's kind of scary, right? Because what if they say no? What if they come to your house and hunt you down? What if they are mad at you because you invited them? It doesn't matter. They're not going to come to your house and hunt you down because you invited them to a free webinar. Like, don't be scared. I get it. You don't want them to think you're selling them something. Blah, blah. And if you have a heart that's bleeding and you don't want to sell, well, good. Perfect. Because we're not. But you could send them something for free. You could say, hey, I'm doing this free fit club. You should join me. It's free. And that might feel really warm and fuzzy in your heart because you're giving something away. But then you have to work extra hard in connecting them again to the top of the funnel and inviting them to a challenge group. Because eventually your goal is to help them long term. And in order to help somebody long term, you have to give them the right tools and resources and support. And if you're holding that back out of fear, then I think that's kind of selfish and you're not really as good of a person as you think you are. I'm just going to go ahead and do that. Okay, so step 5, you're going to invite. 2 days later, what are you going to do? You're going to follow up. You're going to follow up. 2 days later, if they're still MIA, you're going to follow up again. Don't be scared. You got to follow up. Boom, boom, boom. Now, if after step 5, if they're like, yeah, tell me more, well, then that's where you take the conversation and run with it. That's where you can help them, break through their limitations or help them handle the objections that they're telling you or giving them more information or even sending them the link to enroll. But if they're not following up with you, yes, you still have a responsibility to follow up with people. At step number 7, if you have walked each contact through each of these steps and they're not chatting with you, they kind of went MIA, they're not responding, it's not a big deal. Don't take it personally because you are a good person who has good intentions and all you're trying to do is just be friendly and share something about your life that has been helpful. But if they're not talking to you anymore, maybe life got busy. Seriously, it happens. Like, people get distracted. But what you can do is put them back up to step number 5 in 90 days. So it's like, you start them as a brand new, fresh contact on your list. You funnel them down. It takes about 2 weeks. And in 2 weeks, if they're not talking to you, if they're not responding, maybe it's just not the time yet because maybe they don't have enough trust in you. Maybe they don't have enough rapport in you. Maybe they don't know you well enough. And you're going to have to kind of like nurture that a little bit more. Well, then you need to be able to put them back up to step number 1 in about 3 months and then funnel them down just like that again. In 3 months, boom, 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 boom. So just continue to rotate it through. So these are the 7 steps that I personally do every single day. I funnel this through. I work this out. I help my coaches try to adopt this as well. And it's the whole concept of no matter if you're finding people on Facebook or if you're finding people on Instagram or YouTube or blogging or face-to-face, wherever you're meeting people, this is what you can do. Like, you get to know them. You chat with them. You see if they have a need. You talk to them about what you have that could help them, like a group or something, and then you follow up with them. And then you follow up with them again. And if they're not digging it, then that's okay, because then in a couple of months you can touch base with them again. But what needs to happen is you need to fill this pipeline so big. You need to fill up number 1 so frequently that as you're funneling people down, the couple of people who are finally going to say yes, you're going to be able to hit your goals. You're going to be able to build your business. And so it's not necessarily that we are looking for yeses. We're just trying to be in front of more people. We're literally just trying to fill our pipeline. That's what we're trying to do. So it's not that I have to hunt and I have to do everything I can until I have 3 people, 5 people say yes to me every single month. That's a lot of pressure because you can't control what people say. Like, you can't control if somebody says yes or no. But the cool thing is you can control you. You can control how many people you are pouring into the top of this pipeline and letting it funnel down. And you're also in control of your work ethic. This takes a lot of time. It does. But let me introduce you guys to a CRM system. A CRM is a customer relationship management system. And this is a CRM. So this is an example of managing your customers, managing your contacts. This is a system. Not to freak you out because it has the word system in it, but this is a process. This is an organizational method of how you can keep track. You could do it on pen and paper. You can print this out. You can make your own, because trust me, this is not pretty. But it's something that I put together really quickly. Or you can use a program. I know that there are people on our team who use Teamzy. They use Asana. They use spreadsheets. They use Google Drive. Personally, I use One-Page CRM. And the reason why I chose this, and I researched about it, and I tried to figure out if there was something that was helpful for my flow. And I like this because I can add my contacts, and my action stream each day is going to tell me who's red, yellow, or gray. So the yellow right here means those are the people I talked to today. But let me edit this a little bit. And let's say I was supposed to talk to this person on August 16th, but I forgot or something came up. They're going to be in red. So each day you're going to have a chunk of people in yellow, and your goal is to put them in the gray, because when you put them in the gray, that means you're going to have updated their contact. You're going to, say something about what you guys are doing, your conversations, and then set the next day for you to be able to follow up with them.
Okay. I'm not going to continue that because the one-page CRM is her way of keeping track of the funnel system. So you don't have to use that. I did a little bit of, I actually registered for the 21-day trial period to kind of play with it to see if it's something I want to use. Against, I'm very, very, very bad at organization. So I did start just a Google Doc spreadsheet to see if I could kind of play around with that too. Do you guys understand like the funnel system, like what? Okay, so it's, and again, I'll post the document saying like day 1, day 2, day 3, or the step 1 or whatever. And this is what I'm going to try to use over the next couple weeks or so. Yeah, once again, I'm terrible with docs. Okay. Okay, so I created this today to see if it's something I could possibly use. I added 4 new people on Facebook today, and so I put their names on this doc so that I can kind of do the funnel system this way. I don't know if it's going to be the same as her using that CRM that she uses. And again, you can watch videos on CRM if you want to use something like that. But again, it's adding people to your contact list and then moving them over once 2 days go by to do this, like and comment, and then on the 3rd time, like and comment, send a private message, repeat, message again, and then by, I guess what she said, like day 10, you actually invite them to something. So again, these are people I added today, and basically just go and like and comment, like their profile picture or something, and just kind of getting to know them on a level on their personal page. And of course, I mean, if nothing comes out of, these people, it's just meeting new friends. So you have to kind of go into it that way and not feel like, oh, well, the end result's going to be, my next coach or my next challenger. It's just building the relationships and knowing that once you're adding to your network, you're actually going to connect with them in some way. So let's see. Let me click out of here. I don't know if this was helpful or not. Again, I've heard of her concept and her funnel system over and over again. And finally I was like, let me listen to it and like adopt it and like figure it out in my head. And it makes sense because I'll do a lot of blind, just adding people and then hoping to connect with them in some way, shape, or form. And with this, you can write them down if you want to do pen and paper and say, this is my new contact. I need to actually connect with them, at least like their stuff, comment on their stuff, and eventually send them a message and connect with them on a personal level. So that if you do decide to go in with an invite, it's not weird. It's not awkward. It's not like, oh, randomly I'm going to invite you to be on my coaching team so you can be my next superstar diamond coach. It's more like getting to know someone on or a personal level, and it's more organized. And then just, I don't know. I feel like I need something to organize my contacts, and I felt like this was something that might help you guys. Jen, you just unmuted, so you have something.
No, I mean, I liked it a lot because so last week we saw the whole streak training. So, or she talked about streak. And so then I went in and I was watching all those videos and I set it up just like she had it. But there's so many steps in hers that it was like, I don't know. I got overwhelmed and I was like, there's just too many. I like this because there's fewer steps and it's more systematic, where the other one was like, you know, when you talk to this person, they moved to this step. Like there was just too many steps in the other one, I thought. But again, the girl who did the streak training also said, like, this is what works for my brain. Like it may not work for you. But this, I think, works really well. And I like the 5 days. Like you're constantly moving them because so many times I reach out to people and I do have conversations with them. But then, you know, a week goes by or 2 weeks goes by. And then it's like you're starting from scratch again because you haven't talked to them in so long. But then you have to go back to see what you talked about. So I like this a lot. I think this is something I may combine with Streak and see if it works a little bit better. Not that I didn't really give Streak, like I wasn't all in. I got a little overwhelmed because I was like, I have to add everybody I've talked to in the last 2 months that's on my paper list. I have to add them to the spreadsheet. And I just started getting overwhelmed. I'm like, I think I just need to start fresh.
Yeah.
And then if I want later, I can go back and add people. But I liked it anyway.
Yeah.
Long story short.
So I know Lindsay Stay had done a video on the one-page CRM too, which is like Streak or Teamzy or whatever. And if I would have kept going the video, Laura would have gone into why she likes it. But again, everybody's different. So if you want to just research, figure out the right app, or even if it's just a spreadsheet or pen and paper, like Amanda's got her a notebook, whatever. But I just felt like the whole concept of, you know, adding 5 people a day and then like the 5 people move into a direction of getting to know and then eventually some sort of invite. So, and I think, like I said, other teams have adopted this funnel system. So if you want to Google or go to YouTube and like type funnel system Beachbody, other people might have different ways of like approaching or actually presenting it. So feel free to do that. But I thought it was really valuable because, again, I mean, I know I'll lose people a lot. And I don't want to do that. Even with pen and paper, I know that I do. So, and I know that I add people a lot and I don't connect with them as closely as I should. So I felt like this was a good system to get to know people on a more personal level than hoping they like what they see on my Facebook page, you know? So, because ideally you do want to continue to add people to your network every day and then connect with them in some way. I hope this was helpful.
Did she say does she add 5 new people every day? So it's not every 2 days that she's only working it. It's like every day she just adds someone else to a new section, right?
5 people every day.
So I guess like if they're in yellow, then she's got to like, I mean, I don't know, if you're using her system, then you have to figure out or put some kind of date in there so you know, okay, I talked to this person 2 days ago, not yesterday, kind of thing. But
yeah, the way that she uses her CRM, customer relation, or I'm not sure what this acronym is, but she has it set up to where it's when she talked to them and it like flashes whenever it's time for the next step. So it might be good to figure it out. I mean, she said, you know, once you actually figure it out, it's like gold. It just takes a few minutes to learn it, but she has like a hashtag step 1, hashtag step 2, hashtag step 3. So I guess it like pops up whenever it's time for the next step for that person. But this is so out of my element. Like I'm just not, this personality is not my personality at all. Like I just, you know, it's just not. But eventually, you know, it's funny, like if you kept listening to her video, it's funny because she's like, oh, well, what am I going to do with my 10 people? Well, you're going to eventually have more than just 10 people. Like if you continue to grow as a coach, you're going to have 1,000 people. How do you keep track of 1,000 people? You don't. You can't. It's not physically possible. So you have to figure out a way to do that. It's people just, you know, as much as you care about them, you still are going to lose them some way. So it's just finding the right way for you. So I did want to share the funnel system. It makes a lot of sense. Yo wants to hear it again. Okay, well, what I'll do is not right now. No, we're not going to replay it again. But what I can do is just post, once we post this video in the team page, I'll post her YouTube link for the entire video, and so you can watch it. And then there's a lot of other coaches, obviously, that are using the CRM one page as well as Laura's funnel system, which I think is really cool. She created her own system. Like, really? That's awesome. Very, very cool. I'm sorry, you guys, that I have not given you a system. I'm trying, but it's not giving you. So, you know, it's great that other coaches just share their stuff and they're not like stingy with it. So I will post this, and then I'll post Laura's video, the whole 24 minutes underneath it, so you can watch it again and take notes and absorb it all. And again, I took a screenshot of, she sent it in our group, our thread of messages, and it's, let's see if I can find it. I swear. Oh, here we go. Cool. Here we go. This is what I was looking for earlier that I couldn't find. Is this it? I think it is. Yep. It's not very bright, but Laura's funnel system script. Add them to your list. Like a few of their posts. So that's number one. Obviously, don't like every single one of their posts ever, because you'll look like a stalker. Don't want that. Just like maybe like their profile picture, and then like their latest whatever they just posted, if you like it. I mean, if it's not something you like, don't like it. But step 2, which is a couple days later, like and comment on another recent post. Step 3, like and comment and send a private message. Like, here's like a friendly idea. Hey girl, long time no talk, what's new? Or I loved your post about XYZ. Happy Wednesday. Saw your baby announcement, congratulations. Or, you know, empathize with whatever's going on in their life. Private message, look at their stuff, whatever they've got going on in their life, send them a message, genuine message about whatever is going on with them. Step 4, I think it's another 2 days later, like and comment and message again. Again, this isn't Beachbody talk. You're just continuing the conversation. If they haven't responded, don't worry about it. Just go into, you know, again, liking and commenting their stuff, and then check in and basically keep talking with them. And then step 5, like and comment and invite. So if you've been chatting with them, there's a transition that you can say, basically, you know, whatever you've been talking about, and then you can just say, you know, while I have you, this is random, but I've been chatting with a few folks right now about an upcoming fitness group I'm leading, and you were so nice, I figured you wouldn't mind if I asked. There's a few spots left. Would you be interested in joining the group? Or something like that. And then she says, if they haven't responded to your previous message, you can say, bummer, it looks like we haven't been able to connect in a few days. I know life gets busy. I hope everything's going okay in your life, basically. And then step 6 is like and comment and follow up. If they say they were interested, then you can go into the message of whatever you have invited them to. And then step 7 is like and comment on their stuff, and then follow up. And okay, again, she's got the one-page CRM. That's what she uses. But again, if after following up a couple times, they're like, you know, whatever, she says to move them back up to step 1 in, I think she said 90 days. So again, that's where however you're managing your contacts comes in. But I'll post this funnel script too, because I think it makes so much sense. It's just basically getting to know people, like liking their stuff. People love when you like their stuff and comment. And again, we know the Facebook algorithms, when you do that, your stuff starts to show up to them. So, all right, cool. Okay, so the jab, 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 right hook training. So sort of like Laura's. Cool. So there's another way. How did that help? Okay. I'm going to try it out for the next month or so. And I'm going to use my, I'm just going to use Google Docs. I don't think I'm really going to buy into CRM yet. I probably should. I think it probably would help a lot. Okay, so Yolanda uses TeamZ, so she's going to see how it works with TeamZ. And I bet it's going to work really good since you actually know how to really work it. So whatever your method is with organization, maybe try it out for a month and we can like revisit it and see how things have moved along with you guys and your contacts. And yeah, I think it's going to be really, really good instead of blindly just inviting, you know, it's gonna feel more natural. I think it's gonna feel like you're connecting with people more on a personal level versus just, you know, I don't think there's anything wrong with inviting blindly, but I think the relationship does need to be built before. So, all right.
I think with, can you hear me?
Yeah. Hey.
With TeamZ, I know TeamZ rotates every 30 days or depending on your ranking, 30, 60, 90 days, depending on how you rank your people after you import your contacts. But it does not, I mean, I guess it can give you a system of how to come back to them after 30 days. You can put them in a follow-up. So that's what I'm going to try to do and say, okay, in those 2 days, I'll follow up, and then another 2 days follow up, because then it'll list them and let me know, you know, who to follow up. Because you go through and you talk to all of them and say, hey, how you doing? What's going on? And then they won't be back for 30 days if you don't, if you don't put them in as a follow-up. So I'll try it this way and see.
Well, you've been using it for a while. Gosh, you've been using it for a year?
Yeah, but I mean, I can't even say that I've really even been truly consistent with it all. Every time I've used it, I blow it out of the water, I must say. When I do use it, it's awesome. But then life gets in the way, and then I stop doing everything and work and let work take over. So now I have to get back into it.
Isn't that funny though? I can tell when you're on it. I'm like, oh,
It makes such a difference, but it's just,
yeah.
Been gone and training and stuff, so it's hard.
Next week, okay, you guys, I don't know what you're doing for Valentine's Day. Next week is Valentine's Day. We're celebrating them during the weekend, so we're not actually doing anything the day of, which is a week from today. So I don't know if you guys are going to be on or not, but we do have a guest speaker, Courtney Bell, who is 7-star, I think. She is awesome, and she's volunteered to do our call. I'm going to do her call after our call. So I would love for you to join. If you do have plans with your honey, I do understand, obviously. But if not, then we'd love to have you. But rolling the eyes. Oh, that's a no.
Did I do something?
Jen Maxwell. She rolled her eyes like, I'm guessing Jesse's probably working or something. So it sounds like.
And so far from a romantic. He probably doesn't even know what Valentine's Day is.
You guys crack me up. You crack me up. Oh, God. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I told Paul, I was like, it's it's on a Tuesday night, and let's just do something Saturday night instead, and then just whatever. And he's like, okay. He's the same way. Like, I love Valentine's Day. Like, I'm not too girly in most things in life, but for some reason, like, Valentine's Day is like, and when we first started like dating and stuff, he just wasn't really into it. So I was like, what? I didn't get like nothing. I got nothing. Like, really a hug? Really? And he was like, oh God, like scarred for life. So yeah, he knows after 11 years together, we need to do something. I mean, it's Love Day. I think every day should be Love Day, but still, there's just one special day. I know it's like, whatever.
PJs and chocolate.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah. But, so, I'll be here next week if you guys want to be here. If not, I can. All right. Well, does anybody have anything else before we hang up? Look at Addison playing with your hair. So sweet. Okay. All right. Let's take our picture. Does anybody want to show your face? Jen, Nicole, Yolanda. You're so vain. Nicole, Jen, no, I know you guys want to show your beautiful faces. I know Tammy can't, or she would.
I'm in the dark. You won't see it anyway.
Aw.
I just put. No, I'm not a hermit. I just put the baby to sleep.
Aw. Okay. All right, so let's do something fun. Okay, on 3. 1, 2, 3. One more time. 1, 2, 3. Billy, you're like 1 second late.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, let's try one more.
All right, 1, 2, 3. There you go. Awesome. Okay, again, I hope this was helpful. I felt like it was helpful for me, so hopefully it was helpful for you. I'll replay it in the team page, and then I'll put her entire video underneath it. And again, if you want to do a YouTube search, funnel system Beachbody, then it's basically going to be the same thing. People are probably just going to use it and just kind of tell it a different way. But I think it's going to be really helpful to have a system in place. And again, Amanda, I like salute you for your notebook. Like, I was like drooling. I was like, oh my gosh. So she's on our Team Cup, and she created her tabs with, contacts and follow-ups, and I'm not even sure what all else you had on there, but it was just like brilliant. So I think you're like, I need to be organized. I'm like, yeah, I do too. I don't know how I've lasted this long. Flying by the seat of my britches, I guess. But all right, thank you guys for getting on tonight, and bye, Addie. Y'all have a great week, and let's max out this week this month with Team Cup and make it a wonderful night and day and week. All right, love you guys.